Hi guys, this is Kimmy Yanks and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the start of the Saturday experience at the 2024 F1 Austrian Grand Prix. Well, the time right now is 8:20 in the morning and I'm just about to head out to the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg from Graz. It's going to be about a 1 hour journey and yeah, it was quite an eventful day yesterday. A lot of activity, almost out for 16 hours. Came back, had a 7 hour sleep, and now I am just about ready, a little groggy, but just about ready to go out and face the day. Well, today, of course, is Sprint Saturday because we not only have sprint races for the F3 and the F2 cars, but also for F1. So we have the F1 Sprint at noon today, and then it's followed by the by the qualifying for the Grand Prix later in the afternoon. So without further much to say, let's get down and let's leave for the Red Bull Ring. Good morning from the circuit, and we've arrived here again at the paddock entrance, and yeah, I actually missed Lance Stroll by 2 minutes. He came in on his scooter. Sorry, I had to cut it out right there because I bumped into Mr. Juan Pablo Montoya. For those of you who have forgotten who he was, a legend from the 2000s, one of the best drivers of Formula One, Colombian, raced for BMW Williams, and McLaren in his heydays. Those epic battles with Michael Schumacher and Ralf Schumacher and Kimi Raikkonen, who can forget? So yeah, I had a moment there, a selfie with the legend himself, and yeah. So yeah, the Paddock Club is just about open right now, and we can see people filtering into the area, and yeah, while we do that, I'm just thinking of walking around to the back of the area and then going to the paddock. So yeah, let's see how things pan out from here on. It's time for the first pit lane walk of the day, Saturday morning. And you can see the teams working hard with their pit stops. Not all of them, but some of them for sure. So yeah, this is again an early morning start. The sun's out, glorious sunshine, lot of heat. Let's see how things go. These wheel guns are so loud that they do cause some irritation in the ear. So yeah, it's always good to have some earplugs. More irritation in the ear from the wheel guns than from the cars themselves. But yeah, that's how it is sometimes. So yeah, we've got the Kick Sauber team now bringing their car out, Valtteri Bottas' car, for their pit stop practice. interesting because we have the Alpine crew warming up for the day ahead. And it's a game that they're playing right now. Oh, they're already done with it. So yeah, I think that's about it. Everyone's warmed up, nice and sweaty there. And it's time to get to work with the pit stop practice. Here we are in the Paddock Club with the views of the circuit, and as you guys can see, we have the cars rolling out for their sighting laps before the start of the sprint race. The drivers are coming out, and things are going to get really serious now from here on. So yeah, the countdown to the start of the sprint race has begun. And you can see the countdown timer lights going down minute by minute. The safety car has already left its grid spot to go around once around the circuit just to check about the safety fitness of the circuit and ensure there is no debris or yeah, basically just debris on the track. And yeah, this is the final countdown. So guys, I've come to the entrance of the Paddock Club because I've got two very interesting things to show you guys. Rather experiences, I must say. The first experience right now is the Formula 2 photo safari, wherein you are taken to a vantage point on the track, and we can actually have photos taken from there of the Formula 2 cars going at breakneck speed, or rather racing speed, and yeah, enjoy a very different view of the racing up close. So yeah, we had to sign a waiver, and now we will actually be going down shortly to the photo safari tour. The second experience is a guided tour of the F2 paddock, and there they would be taking us to the Invicta Racing Garage. The Invicta Racing Garage is also the team that Jack Doohan drove for last year, and Kush Meni, of course, is part of the team. So yeah, very excited about that as well. So these are the two experiences that we have to look forward to. Okay guys, here we are at the exit of turn 4. That's the end of the third DRS zone, and then we've got the fast two left-handers there turning left going downhill. So this is one of the most amazing vantage points when it comes to racing, because you have a lot of overtaking opportunities, not just at the end of turn 4 but also going into the next turn. On the outside, we saw today Oscar Piastri getting the best of Lando Norris in the sprint race. Here we are walking over to the support race paddock. So you got the Porsche cars, hospitality, or rather dining areas there, and then you got the F2 and F3 dining areas all together in one place. So yeah, maybe later, if I do have time, I'll try and make another round here just of the support race paddock to show you guys a little bit more. These are all the garages. You can see the team trucks, and yeah, that's about it. Now time to go into Invicta's garage and see the cars up close and personal. It's now time for qualifying, and you can hear it over the PA system that everyone is up and ready for the start of quali. Glorious weather. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got 3 sessions, Q1, Q2, Q3, 3 tire choices, low fuel loads. It's time to go flat out. This will be the fastest that the Formula 1 cars would ever go over this race weekend. So here goes. I was downstairs in the garage until the end of Q2. Now this is the top 10 shootout. It's time for Q3. Let's see who comes out on top. As of now, it seems the Red Bulls have a good margin over the McLarens. That is the end of qualifying. What a brilliant lap by Max Verstappen there. Lando Norris was quite close but was not able to get that pole position, so he did finish on the front row. P3 was Oscar Piastri, but he got his lap cancelled due to track limits, and it was George Russell who inherited P3. P4 Carlos Sainz, P5 Hamilton, P6 is Charles Leclerc after a mistake on the penultimate lap, on the penultimate turn. He actually went through the gravel a bit earlier as well. So yeah, Charles was P6 and Oscar Piastri was P7. Anyways, it's now time for the final pit lane walk of the day. Time to pack up, and then I can go downstairs for the final pit lane walk, and from there on we'll try and get some more photos and autographs of drivers who are on their way out. Guys, here we are in the paddock, and a big thank you to a friend who got me inside into the paddock. And yeah, this is the entire view of that is the paddock entrance from that side, and then we've got the motorhomes on the right and the trucks on the left. These are all the engineering trucks that you can see of Haas, followed by Kicksauber, and then from there on. So these are all the engineering centers for the teams, and this is
Hello, my friend.
and then this is of Stake F1, Aston Martin right there, and then further up you can see their engineering center. Apologies, actually somebody just called me out, so I had to say hello to them. But yes, this is the paddock here, with the motorhomes on the left and the engineering trucks on the right. It's quite a different paddock compared to Belgium, like I said, which was a 2-level paddock, and this is much better in terms of the compactness of the paddock itself. So guys, after spending like 25-30 minutes outside the paddock parking, I'm now making my way back to the transfer stand or the taxi stand to get back to Graz. It's almost 8 p.m. in the evening now. Been a long day. The legs are aching, but it's now time to go home and get some good rest. I'm back in my hotel room, and the time right now is 10:30 in the evening. Well, my plan was to go to an Indian restaurant. I'd bumped into a couple of Indians, and they had recommended me a restaurant here in Central Graz. But unfortunately, due to a tram delay, I knew by the time I would reach, the restaurant would be shut. So, yeah, unable to go to an Indian place. So I grabbed a bite at another restaurant, and now I'm back in my room. The reason I was going to an Indian restaurant was because I wanted to celebrate with some others from my country, because India lifted the T20 World Cup today after 2007. So yeah, a very joyous occasion. It's a shame I was not able to be a part of the small celebrations my fellow Indians must have had here in Graz. Anyways, yeah, it's been a long day at Formula 1. Like you know, I was out and about since 8:30 in the morning, back at 10:30. So comparatively, compared to the other 2 days, the Friday and the Sunday that's coming up tomorrow, I've had a shorter schedule on a Saturday. So, but yes, did get the chance to spend some time in the paddock. A big thank you to my friend who organized it. Was able to bump into Jack Doohan, and just to give you guys, you know, the kind of hard work that goes into not just building a race car, but also running an F1 team in a way where, you know, you need to have continuous improvement. Now in the case of Alpine, where Jack Doohan is the reserve driver, they have to do a lot of sim work to ensure that they are able to bridge the gap with the other cars in front of them and return to a competitive level of racing in Formula 1. Now for the past couple of months, I've been following Jack Doohan's Insta stories very, very closely, and I must say the level of dedication is insane, because up until last night he was in the simulator in Enston doing simulator work, and at 3:30 in the morning, today morning, that is on Saturday morning, he left Enston and then flew into Spielberg for the race weekend. So that's the kind of commitment and hard work that these reserve drivers put, you know, behind the wheel, just not just in the factory, not just on testing days, but also in terms of simulator work and everything. And it's amazing the kind of hard work that goes into building an F1 car, let alone winning races. So yeah, I doff my cap, although I don't have one right now, but I doff my cap to these unsung heroes, due to whom the others become so successful in the world of motorsport. Anyways, yeah, not a productive day for Ferrari, unfortunately. um, Charles and Carlos Sainz were stuck in a little of kind of a hole in terms of performance, because there was progress initially by both Carlos and Charles in the sprint race, but then Carlos fell backwards by a couple of places, and yeah, it wasn't the ideal and or the ideal result for the sprint race. Come qualifying, well, Carlos Sainz managed P4, but Charles, who was on a quick lap and could have easily been in the top three, um, had an incident through the gravel and then ran wide on the penultimate turn, which basically wrecked his qualifying chances. So Charles was P6 in the end, and Carlos was P4. Uh, Not the ideal result that the team would have hoped for, but tomorrow is another day, and tomorrow is the day that matters. So full throttle, full power tomorrow, and let's hope that we get a result that will bring a smile to all of our faces once we leave the circuit tomorrow in the evening. Anyways, tomorrow I've got an early start. We leave at 7 in the morning because the Paddock Club opens at 8:15. My plan is to cover the fan village, which I was not able to do today. I most definitely will be going down that side, so do look out for that content on Sunday. I will leave the links to my social media handles in the description below, so if you guys want to connect with me on other social media channels, please do so. Thank you all for all the support that you guys have given me. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do let me know if there is anything that you want me to talk about later in my later videos. I'll be more than happy to help you guys with it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Take care. This is Kim Yang signing off. Good night, and I will see you shortly for the Sunday experience.